Most people think school prepares us for success. But the truth? It prepares us to follow rules, not to create wealth. Napoleon Hill spent 25 years studying the richest men of his time, and discovered 7 laws of success you'll never hear in any classroom. These are the rules that separate those who drift through life from those who build empires. If you've ever wondered why some people rise while others stay stuck, this video will give you the missing blueprint. Most people wake up, go to work, and repeat the same cycle without ever asking why. Napoleon Hill called this drifting, living without direction. The law of definite purpose is the antidote. It means choosing one clear, burning goal and making everything else in your life bend toward it. Without a target, every effort gets scattered. With it, even small actions become powerful steps forward. Think of a magnifying glass under the sun. When the light is spread, it warms. But when focused, it burns paper. Your mind works the same way. If you say, "I want to be rich, healthy, happy," that's vague. But if you say, "I want to build a business that frees me from debt in 3 years," suddenly, energy, opportunities, and ideas align. Specificity ignites momentum. Practical step? Write your definite purpose on paper. Read it aloud every morning. Turn it into a compass that guides decisions. If an action moves you closer, do it. If it doesn't, cut it. The world rewards clarity. And once you hold a burning purpose, it naturally fuels the next great force. Napoleon Hill revealed, desire so strong it feels unstoppable. Napoleon Hill was clear, weak desire brings weak results. Most people wish for success but treat it like a lottery ticket, hoping, not demanding. Burning desire, on the other hand, is obsession with direction. It doesn't ask, "Wouldn't it be nice?" It insists, "This must happen." And that intensity transforms ordinary effort into unstoppable momentum. History is full of people driven by desire. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times, but his obsession with creating light kept him going. Oprah Winfrey rose from poverty not because she hoped for success, but because she burned with the determination to create it. Burning desire is fuel. You don't run out because the fire feeds itself with every step you take. Want to build this in your own life? Write your goal in detail. Visualize it daily, not as a dream but as a reality already unfolding. Feel it with emotion, speak it aloud, carry it in your mind constantly. Soon, you'll notice decisions aligning and courage growing. And with burning desire lit, it becomes even more powerful when paired with the next law, faith that refuses to doubt. Faith, as Napoleon Hill explained, is not about blind belief, it's about mental certainty. It's the inner conviction that what you desire will materialize, even when there's no evidence yet. Most people quit because they don't see immediate results. Faith is what keeps you acting when logic says stop. It's the bridge between thought and reality. Think of a farmer planting seeds. He doesn't dig them up every day to check if they're growing. He waters, waits, and trusts the process. Faith works the same way in success. You plan effort, nurture it with belief, and act daily until the results break the surface. Without faith, desire withers. With it, desire grows unstoppable. To strengthen faith, practice autosuggestion. Repeat affirmations daily that reinforce your definite purpose and desire. For example, "I am building wealth through my business, and each day I grow closer." Over time, the subconscious accepts it as truth. And when belief fuses with desire, it gives you the courage for the next critical step, decisive action without hesitation. Napoleon Hill discovered a striking pattern: successful people decide quickly and change slowly, while unsuccessful people decide slowly and change often. Indecision is like a slow leak in a tire. You don't notice at first, but it eventually leaves you stranded. Every time you delay a choice, doubt sneaks in and steals your momentum. Think of Henry Ford. When he decided to mass-produce affordable cars, the world mocked him. If he had waited for approval, Ford Motor Company might never have existed. Decision doesn't guarantee perfection, but it guarantees progress. By deciding, you turn an idea into action and create the conditions where success can grow. You can train this skill daily. Instead of overthinking, practice small decisive acts. Invest instead of spending aimlessly, study instead of scrolling, wake up instead of snoozing. Each decision is a muscle rep for your willpower. And once you build this habit of decisive action, it unlocks the next key law: persistence that refuses to quit. Persistence is the difference between those who almost succeed and those who actually do. Napoleon Hill taught that most people stop just 3 feet from gold, they give up right before the breakthrough. Obstacles are not signs to quit, they're tests to see how badly you want it. Persistence is the proof of desire. Look at Walt Disney. He was fired from a newspaper for lacking creativity and went bankrupt before creating his empire. Most would have stopped there. But persistence turned rejection into fuel. Every setback became a stepping stone. That relentless push transformed his vision into one of the most successful brands in history. How do you build persistence? Set smaller goals that build confidence, track progress daily, and remind yourself of your definite purpose when resistance hits. See failures as lessons, not verdicts. Persistence is like water dripping on stone, slow, steady, unstoppable. And when combined with others' energy, it becomes even stronger through the next law, the Mastermind principle. Napoleon Hill revealed that no great fortune was ever built alone. The Mastermind principle is the alliance of 2 or more minds working in harmony toward a common goal. When this happens, a third mind is created, an invisible force of creativity, energy, and courage far beyond what any individual could generate alone. Think of Andrew Carnegie, one of the richest men in history. He admitted that his entire wealth was the result of surrounding himself with brilliant people and building a mastermind network. Or look at modern entrepreneurs who form mastermind groups, sharing strategies, keeping each other accountable, and multiplying their ideas into empires. You can build your own mastermind today. Connect with people who challenge you, who share your values but bring different skills. Form a circle where ideas, encouragement, and accountability flow. Alone, you can go fast. But with a mastermind, you can go far. And this principle grows even more powerful when paired with the next law, embracing failure as your greatest teacher. Napoleon Hill insisted that every failure carries the seed of an equal or greater benefit. The problem is that most people run from failure, treating it like a final judgment. In reality, failure is feedback. It shows what doesn't work so you can find what does. Those who fear failure stop trying. Those who embrace it discover hidden paths to success. Take Thomas Edison. When asked about his 1,000 failed attempts to invent the light bulb, he famously said, "I didn't fail. I just found 1,000 ways that won't work." That mindset transformed setbacks into experiments, each bringing him closer to the breakthrough that changed the world. Failure wasn't an end, it was part of the process. You can apply this today. Instead of saying, "I failed," ask, "What did I learn?" Reframe rejection as redirection. Every no is proof you're in the arena, not on the sidelines. Success isn't built on avoiding mistakes, it's built on transforming them into wisdom. And this wisdom becomes unstoppable when combined with Hill's final principle, definiteness of purpose united with all the laws. Napoleon Hill made one thing clear: no single law works in isolation. Purpose without desire fades. Desire without faith dies. Faith without decision stalls. Decision without persistence collapses. Persistence without a mastermind burns out. And failure without reflection breaks instead of builds. The true power is in weaving them together. Think of it like building a cathedral. Purpose is the blueprint. Desire is the fire that keeps the builders working. Faith is the belief the structure will stand. Decision lays the first stone. Persistence keeps building through storms. The mastermind brings more hands and minds to the project. And failures? They are the cracks that teach how to reinforce the walls. When united, these laws form a system, an engine of wealth and success. It's not luck or chance. It's not reserved for the chosen few. It's a method anyone can follow, but only the disciplined will apply. And the moment you put them into practice, life begins to respond differently. Because as Hill said, What the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Now you've seen the 7 laws of success Napoleon Hill revealed, laws that school never taught you. The question is, which one will you act on first? Will you define your purpose? Strengthen your persistence? Or finally build your own mastermind? Remember, wealth isn't luck, it's law. Every day you drift without applying these principles, you're paying the silent tax of indecision. But the moment you act, life begins to bend in your favor. So tell me in the comments, what's the first law you'll put into practice? And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because every week we uncover timeless secrets that turn thought into wealth and discipline into freedom.